Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to the ScienceNest YouTube channel. Today, we are going to discuss the Western Province 2018 first term test paper. First of all, we will see what are the answers for the MCQs in part 1. First question, a free living bacteria lives in the soil. Answer is Acetobacter. Answer number 2. Free living bacteria is the Acetobacter. Second one, a vaccine made from toxins by removing toxic components. Answer is tetanus. And the other, if you have to find another answer without the tetanus, the answer is diphtheria. Answer diphtheria. Diphtheria and tetanus vaccines are made by removing the toxic components of the microbes. Third one, the way of the pathogen of typhoid fever enters the body of human. Answer number 1, through the digestive system with food. Through the digestive system with food. Fourth one, where light sensitive cells are not located. Not located in blind spot. Light sensitive cells, the rod cells and cone cells have not located in the blind spot. In yellow spot, these two light sensitive cells are located, and if the image is focusing on the yellow spot, we can see the image very clearly. But if the image is focusing on the blind spot, we cannot see that image clearly. Fifth one, select the correct statement about defects of vision. Answer number 3 is the correct answer. A person having long sight defect sees distant objects clearly, while here objects appear blurred. Then we will see the other answers. Answer number 3 is the correct answer here. First one, a person having short sight defect is able to see far objects clearly. No, it's incorrect. Able to see nearby objects clearly. Second one, long sight can be corrected by using a concave lens, not the concave lens. Answer is convex lens. Fourth one, long sight and short sight are the defects of vision arises due to genetic factors. No, it's also incorrect. Sixth one, less transparency in eye lens and prevent the light rays focusing properly on retina. That disease is the cataract. This is happening because of the denaturing of proteins in the eye. Denaturing of proteins in the eye. Seventh question. A student has mentioned following ideas about the structure and function of ear. A. Audiosensory organ of the body is ear. Yes, it's correct. B. Cochlea contributes to maintain the balance of the body. It is incorrect. Semicircular canals are contributing to maintain the balance of the body. So B is incorrect. The function of the cochlea is auditory senses are transmitted to the auditory nerve. So A only correct here. Eighth one, which diagram shows the way of use of lens for correcting long sight? Answer number 2. We use the convex meniscus lenses to correct the long sight. Answer number 2. Ninth one, the chemical combination of 2 or more elements in a certain ratio is known as compounds. The answer number 3, compounds. Next one, the number of protons, electrons and neutrons in this atom respectively are. Respectively means according to the correct order in the question. Then here, the lower part you can see the atomic number. The upper part is the mass number. You know the atomic number equal to the number of protons. So, there are 11 protons. And also you know, number of protons are equal to the number of electrons is 11. Number of neutrons can be taken by subtracting the atomic number from the mass number. Answer is 12. So correct answer is answer number 3. Answer number 3 is the correct answer here. Next one, the name of the compound of C2H5OH. It is ethanol. C2H5OH means the ethanol. You should know the formula for the glucose. C6H12O6. C6H12O6. That is the formula of glucose. Sucrose formula C12H22O11. We should remember these formulas for the compounds. Acetic acid CH3 COOH. CH3COOH. 12th one. Select the correct statement from the following. The answer is answer number 1. Combination of 2 or more pure substances forms a mixture. Second one, we will see what is the incorrect part in that. Crystallization is a chemical method of separating components in a mixture. It's not a chemical method, it's a physical method. Third one, the specific feature of a mixture is that its constituents cannot be separated by physical methods. No, it's incorrect. In the mixtures, we can separate the components by using the physical methods. Problem number 4, distilled water is an example for mixtures. No, distilled water has only H2O molecules. It's not a mixture. In normal water, there are so many other compounds has mixed. 13. A force means a pull or a push. What is the standard international unit of measuring force? Newton is the unit. Which one of the following is not the defect of ear? Answer number 3. Loss of ability range. It's not a defect. It's happening with the age. 15. A feature of a vector quantity. Answer number 3. With a direction and magnitude. 16. Select the correct statement. Pressure is high when the contact area is high. I'll show it. Pressure equal force divided by area. Pressure equal force divided by area. If the area is low, then pressure is high. Answer number 1 is the correct answer. Pressure is less when the contact area is high. When the contact area is high, pressure is low. It's also correct. Second one also correct. Third one, pressure is less when the contact area is less. No, it's incorrect. If the contact area is less, the pressure is high. Pressure is not dependent on the surface area on the force is acting. No, pressure is depending with the surface area. And what is the pressure exerted on a surface of 5 square meters when a force of 80 Newton is acting on it? Then you know the pressure equal force divided by area. So to the upper part, it should have the 80 Newton and lower part 5 square meters. Answer number 4. 18. The point of the application of a force is. Correct answer is answer number 1. The point on which the force is acting on the object. Answer number 1. A is a loaded cart. Which instance is the easiest to move it by applying an equal force? Answer number 2 can be taken. Answer number 2 and 4 also can be taken. 2 or 4 are correct. Easy ways to pull that object. 20. In which following instance is used to increase of pressure? Answer number 2. Sharpening of the knife. By sharpening, we decrease the surface area So the pressure is increasing. Answer number 2 is the correct one. Now we will see the part 2. First question. Recall what you have learned different elements and compounds. The questions I have asked from the lesson number 3. Then define the term element. Write down the answer. You have to write down the definition for the elements. The pure substances with specific properties which cannot be further divided by either physical or chemical methods. The definition for the elements. The pure substances with specific properties which cannot be further divided by either physical or chemical methods. State how compound is different from an element. Write down the answer. Elements cannot further divide and compounds can be divided into elements. Elements cannot further divide and compounds can be divided into elements. Categorize following pure substances as compounds and elements. Here the oxygen is element. Sodium chloride is a compound. Sulfur is element. Iron also element. Potassium permanganate compound. Lead element. Magnesium hydroxide compound. Nitrogen element. Name 2 heterogeneous and 2 homogeneous mixtures that you can find at home. Heterogeneous mixtures, we can take fruit salad and also mortar mixture. Heterogeneous mixtures are the mixtures that the components can be separately identified. Homogeneous mixtures are the mixtures the components cannot be separately identified. Answers: sugar solution, salt solution. Next, name the elements in the following compounds. Glucose, the formula is C6H12O6. So the answer, elements are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Water compound is H2O. So the elements present here are hydrogen and oxygen. Problem number 4. The standard method of writing certain element is 3919 potassium. 39 is the mass number, 19 is the atomic number. Atomic number equal to the number of protons and also atomic number equal to the number of nutrients. Atomic number of the element is 19. Number of neutrons can be taken by subtracting 19 from 39. 20 is the number of neutrons. Question number 2. Identify and name the microorganisms in the following diagram. A is amoeba, B is euglena, C is chlamydomonas. Name two products based on microbial activity. Write down the products. Vaccines, antibiotics. Roman number 3. What is the name given for the environmental condition that the most of the living organisms cannot survive, but microorganisms can? We call them as the hostile environment. Write two examples for such environment. We can take glaciers, hot water springs, salt marshes also correct. Use word antibiotic. You have to write down the definition here. What is antibiotics? What are antibiotics? You have to write down the definition for the antibiotics. Chemicals produced in the body of a microbe to destroy or sabotage. Sabotage means weakening or sabotage another microorganism another microorganism. Name an antibiotic used to destroy fungi. Only one antibiotic has mentioned in your textbook, Griseofulvin. Griseofulvin. Third one, following diagram shows some steps to produce of yogurt in school laboratory. You see the questions. What is the temperature range should be maintained in thermometer in step 2? The temperature we should maintain in step 2. They are asking about the step 1. The temperature range is 88 to 95 Celsius. 88 to 95 Celsius. Question number 2. Name the substance that should be removed after cooling the mixture. The substance we have to remove is the cream. Name the substance added in step 3 and 4. In step 3, we are adding gelatin. Step 3, we add gelatin. And in step 4, we are adding sugar. Explain the reason of adding yogurt into the mixture. We are adding culture yogurt to the mixture to add favorable microorganisms. To add favorable microorganisms. What would be the temperature of the milk in the above situation? In that situation, the temperature should be 60 Celsius. 60 Celsius. This question number 4 should be changed. What is the temperature inside the refrigerator? What is the temperature inside the refrigerator? And the answer is 4 Celsius. 4 Celsius. B part of the question number 2. Write 2 factors needed for the growth of microbes. One is moisture and favorable temperature. Moisture and favorable temperature. Define the following terms. Putrefaction. Putrefaction is the microbial activity on food rich with protein. Fermentation means the microbial activity on food rich with carbohydrates. Rich with carbohydrates. Name a disease caused by a protozoan. Write down the disease causing by the protozoans. Malaria. Question number 4. A sketch of cuboid-shaped object with a mass of 8,000 Newton is given below. Calculate the pressure acting on a surface when the cuboid is kept to contact with its surface A. Contacting this surface A. So first of all, you have to find the surface area of that surface. Surface area equal, here you can see the length is 4 meters, the width is 2 meters. So we will multiply these two together and take the surface area as 8 square meters. 8 square meters. Then we can find the pressure. You know pressure equal F divided by A. Here the F is 8,000 Newton. Weight is the force here. And divide it with 8 square meters. Answer is 1000 Pascal. 1000 Pascal is the answer. Question number 2. Which contact surface A creates the maximum pressure on the ground? Maximum pressure is exerting by the lowest surface area surface. In these 3 surfaces, this surface, C surface, has the lowest surface area. So, that surface is creating the high pressure on the ground. So, answer here for the Roman number 2 is C. Name 2 factors effect on pressure. One factor is the perpendicular force. Another one is surface area. On which the force is acting. Surface area on which the force is acting. Write 2 instances from in day-to-day life where increase the pressure. Write down sharpening of knife. Decrease of pressure using broad stripped cool bag. If there's a broad strip, then the surface area is high and pressure is low. Cool bags with broader hanging strips are good to use. Explain it scientifically, giving reasons. If there is a broad strip, the surface area is high and pressure is exerting on the shoulders is low. So it is easy to hang. So it is easy to hang. Next one, a diagram of human ear is given below. Name the labeled parts A, B, C, D. A part, pinna or earlobe. B part, external auditory canal. C part, tympanic membrane. D part, eustachian tube. Human ear is divided into three areas as outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Name three bones in the middle ear. Write down. Malleus, incus, stapes. What is the function of D? D is the eustachian tube. The function is controls the pressure on either sides of the tympanic membrane. State two reasons for defects of hearing in human ear. Impaired hearing, and hardening of ossicles. B part. Eye is an optical sense organ in human body. The amount of light that enters to the eye controlled by iris. Controlling by iris. Light enters to the eye through pupil. The light sensitive rod cells and cone cells are located in retina. Reflection of light occurs through eye lens. Loss of transparency in it leads to the eye defect called as cataract. Now we will move to the question number 6. Select the suitable answer for the statements in A from B and put the relevant letter inside the bracket. Next one, the atom is the indivisible particle in the matter, stated by John Dalton. Collection of two or more elements form compound. A. Can be separated from physical methods. Mixtures. Answer G. A heterogeneous mixture, muddy water. The person who stated the central core of the atom has positively charged nucleus, Ernest Rutherford, K. Separation of cinnamon oil from cinnamon leaves, steam distillation, B. Separation of different fuels from crude oil, fractional distillation, J. Separating sugar from cane sugar syrup, the answer have not mentioned here. The correct answer is crystallization. Used for correcting long side convex lens, answer F. Direct the sound to the tympanic membrane, outer ear, answer E. The point where a force is acted on an object is point of application of force, answer C. Last question of this paper. Write two changes occur in a moving object when the force is applied. Write down two changes. Object at rest can be moved. And another one, object in motion can be stopped. Force is considered as a vector quantity. What is the reason for it? Force has a direction and a magnitude. Reservoirs are constructed with broader dams. Explain the reason for it. If there is a broader dam, the surface area is high and pressure is low. Pressure is low. Next one, write the names of the elements denoted by following symbols. This is sodium. This is chlorine. Write the symbols for following elements. Silver symbol is Ag. Lead symbol is Cb. Chemical formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. Write the elements in it. C, H and O. That's all we have to discuss in this paper. Thank you for watching. Subscribe the channel and click the bell icon to watch more videos like this.